Imagine this. It's July 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher stumbles upon strange metallic debris scattered across his land. The U.S. military rushes in, quickly removing the wreckage under the cover of secrecy. Newspapers scream, "Flying saucer recovered," only to retract the headline days later, claiming it was nothing more than a weather balloon. But here's the chilling question. Was Roswell really the beginning of America's secret UFO files? Files that would grow into Project Blue Book, one of the Cold War's most mysterious government programs. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear is not science fiction. It's history. Welcome to today's documentary. In this episode, we'll journey into the shadows of the Cold War, when the United States government quietly investigated UFO sightings under a program called Project Blue Book. Over 12,000 cases, hundreds unexplained, and a legacy that still haunts military archives to this day. The story begins in the late 1940s. The world had just witnessed World War II, the nuclear bomb, and the rise of the Cold War. Fear and paranoia were everywhere. Then came the UFO wave. In 1947, Kenneth Arnold, a private pilot, reported 9 mysterious objects flying at incredible speed near Mount Rainier, Washington. Newspapers coined the term flying saucers. That same year, the Roswell incident ignited a media storm. For ordinary Americans, these events were terrifying but thrilling. For the U.S. Air Force, they were a potential threat. Could these flying discs be Soviet technology, or something even more unearthly? Thus, the government created its first investigation, Project Sign, in 1948. Project Sign concluded something shocking. Some UFOs might be extraterrestrial. But when this conclusion leaked, officials quickly rebranded it, changing the name to Project Grudge in 1949. The mission was clear: downplay UFO sightings, reassure the public, and avoid panic. But the sightings didn't stop. In 1952, UFO reports surged. That summer, radar operators in Washington, D.C. detected strange blips over the Capitol. Jets scrambled to intercept, but the objects vanished, only to reappear minutes later. Newspapers labeled it the Washington UFO Flap. The Pentagon was alarmed. The American public demanded answers. Thus was born Project Blue Book, officially launched in 1952 and headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. Its mission was simple yet critical: determine if UFOs posed a threat to national security and scientifically analyze UFO-related data. Led by Captain Edward J. Ruppelt, Blue Book investigators interviewed witnesses, studied photos, and gathered radar evidence. Ruppelt even coined the term unidentified flying object, UFO. At its height, the project had dozens of staff, consultants, and secret files. But beneath the official research was a deeper, unspoken mission: control the narrative. Over the years, Project Blue Book documented some of the most famous UFO encounters in U.S. history. The Lubbock Lights of 1951, where dozens of witnesses, including scientists, reported glowing formations in a perfect V-shape across Texas. Blue Book dismissed it as birds reflecting streetlights, but few were convinced. The Washington, D.C. incident of 1952, where radar operators tracked unknown objects for days and pilots saw lights darting across the sky, led to the largest Air Force press conference since World War II. Officials claimed temperature inversion, yet internal files revealed bafflement. In 1964, police officer Lonnie Zamora witnessed a craft landing in Socorro, New Mexico, along with 2 small beings. Physical traces on the ground supported his account, but Blue Book could not explain it. Then in 1973, the Coin helicopter case shook investigators when an Army crew in Ohio reported a UFO that emitted a green beam of light, lifting their helicopter against their control. Blue Book closed the case with no explanation. By the time the project ended, more than 700 cases remained unsolved. Not everyone believed UFOs were alien craft. Many scientists argued they were natural phenomena, misidentified aircraft, or optical illusions. But others began to change their minds. One of them was astronomer J. Allen Hynek, who worked as a scientific consultant for Blue Book. Initially skeptical, Hynek eventually admitted that many cases defied scientific explanation. He later became a prominent UFO researcher and even inspired films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In 1969, the Air Force officially shut down Project Blue Book. They claimed no UFO ever posed a security threat. No evidence of extraterrestrial vehicles was found, and no scientific discoveries emerged from the investigations. Yet suspicion remained that the truth had been buried in classified files far from public view. Even decades later, Project Blue Book's shadow lingers. In 2017, the Pentagon admitted to funding another secret UFO study, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. In 2021, U.S. intelligence released a report confirming dozens of unidentified aerial phenomena still cannot be explained. For many, Project Blue Book wasn't the end. It was only the beginning of America's ongoing UFO mystery. Project Blue Book represents a unique chapter in U.S. history, where Cold War paranoia collided with the unknown. Thousands of cases, hundreds unexplained, and a legacy of secrecy that continues today. Were they weather balloons, Soviet spycraft, or visitors from beyond our world? We may never know for certain, but one thing is clear: the skies above us still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. If this story fascinated you, hit subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts, and join us every week as we uncover more hidden histories and mysteries from around the world.